Hello and welcome to the Kavkas View. Today, not only did Chelsea win, 1-0 against Newcastle, football won. Newcastle is everything that's wrong with football in my opinion. They didn't try and they took the L and now they've got an 8-hour coach journey back to Tyneside. Let's get into it. Can you imagine being a Newcastle fan, a season ticket holder, a person that goes away from home, travels all the way down to London? It is hard being a Tyneside fan because you've got a journey everywhere you go, only to see your team not try. They sit behind the ball, they don't try attack, they've got good pacey players on the wings, they've got a solid midfield, yet they just sit back and try to make it boring as possible in hope that they might nick a point and still take the L. That is being a Newcastle fan and a committed Newcastle fan. I couldn't do it, I'm not going to lie to you, I really couldn't. But let's get into the team news. Actually, before we get into the team news, hit that like and subscribe button because we don't get to watch football that's as dead as Newcastle fans because we have a team that wins games now. 5 wins on the bounce. Give me a like, a comment below. How many games are we going to win on the bounce? Let's go. But no, all seriousness, Frank went with a very attacking lineup. Frank went with a lineup that, in my opinion, I looked at it, I was like, okay, we should score goals. If we get the early goal, we're going to pile through them. But then I remembered we're playing against Newcastle. They're going to be compact. They're going to be defensive. They're not going to come out. There's going to be no space in behind. So we might be in trouble because of the width. We had Alonso and Aspi start. And yeah, guys, when you have a lot of possession and your fullbacks aren't very creative and attacking, there's going to be a lot of issues, as showed the first half. The game was good. We dominated the ball, we attacked, we tried to carve them open, but it's very difficult. The team's sitting back, it's compact, our wingers turn into inside forwards, the width isn't provided at a pacey enough tempo. Aspi and Alonso just don't cut it. I know Alonso got the winner, I know Aspi was decent defensively today. The issue is, if we want to win consistently, those two can't play. And that's the main fact of the matter. Unfortunately, this could have easily been 0-0. Easily been 0-0. A moment of brilliance wins us the game. And that's it. That's simply as it is. Cho picked him out. He took a shot. Solid shot by Alonso. And it was a goal. We're not going to talk about the match. We're going to talk about the key elements of this game. The moment that changed the game, in my opinion. Christian Pulisic came on, and Christian Pulisic does something Mason Mount can't do. Christian Pulisic can pick up the ball and run at defenders. Mason Mount, that's not his game, and I'm not going to criticize him for that. Mason Mount is a more productive finisher than Christian Pulisic. But Christian Pulisic offered us something today where I want to see this on a regular basis from him. I really do. And next game, in my opinion, he should be rewarded and start. Against Ajax, I would go with Christian Pulisic over Mason Mount. I really would. Christian Pulisic almost scored, set up Tammy Abraham for a beautiful goal, but no, Tammy had to give Yedlin a chance by not putting his foot through it. And more importantly, the goal came because of Christian Pulisic's run, gives it to Hudson-Odoi, who swivels, gets his head up, cool, calm and composed, and gives it beautifully to Alonso to bury it. When we play teams like Newcastle, you got to move the ball quicker. Having Ross Barkley in that team doesn't do it. It really does not do it. Or you need a person that can drive the ball in tight areas. Ross is better when he has space and when he arrives late into the box. Kavkas coming on was phenomenal. It was the game changer in my opinion. Kavkas and Pulisic changed the game. Jorginho was outstanding with his passing range. As always, there was one occasion when he received the ball. Everyone's waiting for him to cross it and he just threads it through to Azpilicueta. Yes, it went out for a corner, but we don't score corners. Let's talk about the corners. Someone explained to me how we get 12 corners and we only look threatening from 1 or 2 of them. From 1 or 2, and the only reason we looked threatening is because Tammy hit onto Clark's head and it bounced onto the crossbar. We cannot score corners and we can't defend them. We need to sort this out. 12! We got 12! Bruv, 12! And we're not even posing a threat. It's ridiculous. This needs to get sorted out ASAP. Hudson-Odoi is actually stepping up to be the man. For me, I thought Willian had to be that guy. I thought Willian got the number 10 jersey. Willian is the man now. That is our best player. Because, not in my eyes, but I thought psychologically, theoretically, it should be Willian. But it's Callum. Callum's the one demanding the ball at all times. Callum's the one trying to make things happen at all times. Callum's the one that I think we're going to build our future around for a long time. Callum's the player that's going to be our new Eden Hazard. The question is how quick until he becomes to a great elite level where we can actually start depending on him. Because at this moment in time, I don't think it's fair to depend on a youth prospect. So yeah, Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to be a special player. We need to give him time. Do not put unnecessary pressure on him. This Kurt Zouma bashing needs to stop. Kurt Zouma is not a bad player. He's not Socrates. He's not Mustafi. He is miles above them. And you know what? I agree with you guys. I do prefer Christensen over him. But it's not all doom and gloom every time Zouma's on the pitch. Zouma is actually a very good centre half. And today, once again, in my opinion, he was better than Tomori. Tomori made some mistakes. Tomori didn't win some headers. He dived in for challenges that he shouldn't have. Zouma was more cool, calm and composed today. Yet, all I see down my timeline is Zouma hate. Zouma is not as bad as all of you make it out to see. So in my opinion, all I'm going to say is, if you're going to hate on Zouma, please hate on Tomori as well. Be consistent. Or let's do us all a favour and let's not hate on either one of them because they're not as bad as you're both saying. So guys, please stop, alright? Let's have some positivity. 5 games in a row we've won. 5! Let's have some positivity. In reality, this wasn't a perfect performance. But these 3 points feel phenomenal. They feel exactly the same way as a 5-1 win. We kept a clean sheet. And we're taking steps in the positive direction. I'm happy. You're happy. The Kavkas view is happy. Leave a like. Support Chelsea. And more importantly, guys, see you till next time. This is the Kavkas view, and I'm out.